1995. What's up, everybody? Everyone, goofballs.
Hello,
this,
everybody.
We have Sani, the Prince of Idiot,
Hey,
and the Gamer Brothers.
Hello.
Even though I don't know if Roy is a gamer.
I game every now and again.
Roy's a
I game
sim.
way too much.
I think maybe Roy the gym rat, probably.
Roy's a jock. That's what he is.
I'm not a rat. Thank you very much.
Okay, how about this? Gym maniac
I'll work
or
with that.
fanatic.
How about we just call him a jock?
No.
Anyways, this is the first game show of the year with the title Space. There hasn't even been any others that was able to show up. Malachite is. I mean, Malachite isn't. She didn't show up, and Cody himself. Come on, where's the link? Come on, where worked? Here we go. Yeah. So isn't much it's gonna happen at this, except that it's gonna be this first game show of the year about space. I haven't really worked on any updated questions for like MLP or something like that, but I will. I just haven't ever much thought about it. I can mention that I went through my history questions yesterday, and well, let's say I had missed out about 2 questions that I never actually completed. Oh boy, that's a bummer, but at least they're fixed. And that is not 80 questions, like 100. Some of them are really tough history questions. I would say scale 1 to 10, maybe 10. Some hard questions.
Wait,
Well-
is it like your country history? Is it like
My country and global history.
okay.
So it's a little bit mixed. If I took only my country because of history, yeah, you guys were not able to get any right point anyways.
Well,
Yeah, that's true.
not unless me and Kyle uses D20 the whole time.
That depends if that isn't going to be allowed.
Well, we're not going to need it this time because, congratulations, space is something I actually know.
Well, I mean, are you guys even ready though?
I am ready.
Okay, which planet was named? Which is the first planet that was named Kubo?
What?
Joking, just joking.
Bro,
Ah,
I know it's not soon.
but serious though. When were the first exoplanet discovered? A. 1998, B. 1995, C. 1999, or D. 1989?
Whose question is this?
Yeah. Well, since it will be you against Kyle or Game Guy and Roy. So Game Guy is gonna fight against his own brother. Oh, brother!
No,
Or maybe
not.
we're not. Ooh, we could have a team if Brony wants to join.
Well, do you want to play this though, Brony?
Yep.
Who are so who's gonna be in his team though? I think maybe this This will work. Dang it. Come on. There we go. I think maybe say Kobo can play with Brony since the brothers are all one team then. So
Yeah.
the brothers is
Yeah.
so the brothers
Oh
starts,
yeah, by the way, Brony Dreamer, prepare for Kovo to leave.
yeah,
Because he's
that
gonna do it.
happens.
I should know.
I'm
I was
always
speaking with him
ready.
before, and he's left me like 2 times.
Yeah.
I'm
So
giving you a heads up.
this the question is the first one is for Game Guy and Roar. So when was the first exoplanet discovered? 98, 95, 99, or 89?
I'm gonna say 89 actually. Let's see here. Exoplanet. Let's see here. See the answers again?
The answer is 98, 95, 99, or 89. You're also saying that exoplanet has a different name, which also is exosolar planet.
I'm actually gonna say 95.
You're saying 95?
Yeah.
Final?
Yeah.
Ding ding ding. Correct. It's 1995.
Nice.
Okay, Kubo and Brownie, you're next. When did not NASA, but NASA launch the spacecraft? When did NASA launch the spacecraft Pioneer 11? A. 1978, B. 1966, C. 1958, or D. 1975?
B.
You go with B. Kubo, what do you go for?
I'm going with C.
C. Ding ding ding. Correct. It's 1958.
Bro, is it going to do the same thing as last time?
I don't know.
I swear to God, if they're all C again, I'm going to lose it.
Okay, the brothers, you're next. This is a hard question.
Ooh. Wait, it's
How-
question 3.
How far has the Pioneer 11 traveled from our solar system? A. 9.8 billion miles. B. 6.8 billion miles. C. 7.8 billion miles. Or D. 20.8 billion miles.
Well, logic goes with to go the farthest, which is D, so I'm gonna go with D. Oh my god, I know this. No, what was it? I'm pretty sure. I think it might have been A. I'm gonna go with A.
Okay, you go with A and he was with D. Wrong. It's actually C. 7.8 billion miles.
Yeah. I thought it was a
This
little-
is actually, considering this is one of the most that has traveled very far compared to the other probes that have been sent out to space. Okay, Kubo and Brony.
Yeah.
Which animal was the first in space that Russia launched into? A. Cat. B. Dog. C. Rat. D. Bird.
Wasn't it a dog?
What's up, dog?
No, I said, wasn't it a dog?
Well, you said D.
Actually, I think I know this answer, and I'm not saying a word.
Ronnie, you have to answer.
Is
I
it
think it was
cat,
bird.
dog, a bird? You said D. What do you say, though, Brony, Kubo?
I said dog.
You said dog. B. Ding ding ding. Correct. And that dog was actually named Laika. Sadly, Laika she died during the launch of the presumably of heat stroke. And here's the thing: after Russia did launch other dogs into orbit, and they returned alive. But since the Sputnik 1 was the first made ever to be launched, it's understandable since they never had any experience or any knowledge of if
Oh,
any
wow.
other species could survive in that. So that's the reason.
Oh wow.
Okay, for the brothers, in what year was James Webb Space Telescope launched? A. 2021, B. 2020, C. 2018, or D. 2019?
Kyle. I don't actually know the answer. Of course.
Let me just check first of all. Um. Uh. Yeah, it's actually space. It's space. But yeah, you didn't know the answer though, did you?
We do not.
Well, what is the option? Do you have 2021, 2020, 2018, or 2019?
There's another option.
D20.
I'm not touching that dice. I refuse. Not this time. It's a topic I actually know. I refuse for luck to be our lady tonight. But you don't know the answer.
To be our
You
lady?
just go with whatever. I'm gonna go with C.
C, 2018. Roy, what do you go for?
I don't know. B.
B, 2020. C and B ain't wrong. It's actually A, 2021.
Hmm.
Okay, Kubo and Brony, you're next.
Alrighty.
NASA had a spaceflight program named Mercury that started in 1958. And what year did the program end? A. 1959, B. 1962, C. 1963, or D. 1965?
I'm gonna try with C.
Brony, what do you say?
Same.
C. Ding ding ding. Correct. 1963. Okay, brothers, you're next. In 1958, NASA managed to launch their first satellite in orbit. What did they name it? A. NASA 1, B. Explorer 1, C. Phoenix 1, or D. Alpha 1?
B. Wow, you said that with so much confidence. Well, Phoenix one sounds kick ass, so I'm just gonna go with the kick ass sounding one. I'll go with C.
C. Wrong. B. Ding ding ding. Correct. It's Explorer 1. Ooh. For Brownie and Kubo, trick question.
Oh, okay.
Can
Uh,
anything escape a black hole? Yes or no?
I'm pretty sure no, because the magnetic force of the black hole just sucks everything in.
You say no?
Yeah.
Ding ding ding. Correct. It's a no because nothing can even escape. Not even light. Not even light can explore. Okay, how about this? If you put a planet, say sized as Jupiter but as an Earth planet, it will be torn into pieces. The process, it won't be like an instant. It can take weeks or perhaps even years. If you put, say, a sun-like star, same size, near a black hole, it would take probably centuries before the whole star is being absorbed by the black hole. I don't even know for sure though, but anyways. Number 9 for the brothers. What rare element was discovered on the moon? A. Platinum, B. Selenium, or C. Helium-3, or D. Nickel?
Remember this. I don't remember what it was though.
Okay. Okay. First, before you guys answer the question, Malachite said I said the first planet to be named after Kubo. That's easy. Uranus Junior.
Hmm.
Oh, Saint Prince of Chaos, you're the weakest link. Goodbye. That was Lord said it.
Well, you're a little. I can say that
Can't
on
say
here.
that.
But anyways, what is the rare element that discovered? Platinum, selenium, helium-3, or nickel?
Give me a second.
What?
I'm trying to remember.
Oh.
This is the brother's turn this time, so
Because I remember this. Remember this. I remember, but I don't actually remember.
How does that work?
Repeat the answers.
platinum, selenium, helium-3, nickel.
Uh. Hmm. Titanium? Was that one?
No, platinum.
I'm gonna say Silician. Or
You
Silicon,
say
or whatever.
platinum? You say platinum?
No, I'm saying Silician. I think you
Uh,
misheard.
wait.
Hold on,
Okay,
say it again. I think he's confused.
which element do you think was discovered on Earth on the moon? Platinum, selenium, samarium, helium-3, or nickel?
Oh, I'm trying to say B. Ha! That was
B.
not B.
Okay, you said B. Boy, what do you say?
I don't know. I'm gonna go platinum.
Platinum and B. Wrong is actually C, helium-3. And the fact is, helium-3 on a moon is the only known source that element has been discovered on. Scientists are hoping to use that element in fusion power on Earth. That powerful it is. But sadly, we haven't even been able to develop fusion reactors yet. And since helium-3 has only been discovered on the moon, and platinum is a rare element also, it's a rare earth metal, that's for sure. Um, they had discovered platinum on some asteroids in the asteroid belt. Slight problem that we don't know how to mine the asteroids at the moment, but
Hi,
it will.
I have a question for Swedish this time. Do you think there would be another planet other than Earth that would be hospitable for humans?
Well, we have discovered over around almost 5,500 exoplanets so far outside our own system. But majority, around say probably like 90% of those planets are hot Jupiters, which is Jupiter planets that either is twice or 5 times bigger, that is either too close to its own star. But we have discovered several planets that is rock planets, like Earth, in an habitable zone, which means in a zone that is water can be liquid. But sadly, despite having discovered several of those worlds, we don't even know for sure if there isn't even a liquid water on the surface.
Hmm.
We don't even know that. We know that the closest planet is in Alpha Centauri system, only 4 light years. But despite it's so close, we can't see the surface. And
Hmm.
if the planet is a tidal lock, means one side is facing the sun the whole time, meaning that side is not habitable to free that extremely boiling, and the other side will be eternal night, like day side that is freezing. Only the line where both the day and night side will face, called Terminator Zone, which is the only place on that type of planet that life could exist. But we don't know for certain about that yet. And despite I found out so many exoplanets that has is so-called super Earth, meaning that they are twice or maybe 5 times bigger than our own planet. We have never seen so far had been able to see if there's any actual oceans on those planets. I mean, even with the best telescopes on in space on the planet, we haven't even been able to that. Some of them are coming as so far as maybe as 40, 2,000, 5,000 light years from Earth. But despite even this most closest, are only 4 light years. Despite the most powerful, the most advanced we have, we can't see the surface on those.
Oof.
Unfortunately, we can't at the moment. But that technology is improving the whole time. So one day we might be able to see that. Anyways, for Brony and Kubo, which NASA probe made its first successful visit to the planet Venus? A. Mariner 4, B. Mariner 10, C. Mariner 2, or D. Mariner 8?
I I think I'm gonna go with 2.
Mariner C, 2.
Mm.
Brony, what do you go for?
Marino 10. Marino 10.
You go with B and you go with C. B, wrong. C, ding, 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 correct. It's actually C. I believe that's actually all those names actually is part of the program. Well, it is that program, but only one of them matched it right. That I believe was what it meant visit the planet was in orbit, not on the surface. Okay, the brothers. When did NASA's lander Venera 9 landed on the planet Venus? A. 1979, B. 1972, C. 1975, or D. 1978?
I'm gonna say 1978. Well, it seems to be a situation where C needs to be the most answered, so I'm gonna go with C.
D. 1978. Wrong. C. Ding, 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 correct. 1975. Yeah.
Huh? What is happening?
Okay. Brownie and Kubo, you're next. When did NASA land their first rover on Mars? A. 1995, B. 1998, C. 1994, or D. 1997?
I think I'm gonna go with the third option.
C.
Yep.
Okay, you go with C. Brownie, what are you going for?
Same. C.
C. 1994. Wrong. It's actually D. 1997.
No, it was just below it.
Oh, for the brothers, it's a hard question, and this time it is a really hard one.
Ooh.
How many stars is there in our own galaxy, Milky Way? A. 150 billion, B. 200 billion, C. 190 billion, or D. 400 billion?
Oh, I'm gonna go with the highest, which is 400 billion.
D. Game guy, what do you go
I'll
for?
just go with C.
C. Final.
Yeah.
C. Wrong. D. Ding, 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 correct. It's 400 billion stars in our own galaxy. Well, they are. It is estimated. I don't believe there's any actual for sure. Since we
I,
can't.
um,
Well, we can literally can't see our own galaxy from a distance. That's the
what
problem.
would happen if one of the star would fall at us?
Mm, who
Like,
knows?
like one of the star like falls on.
Well, I mean, okay, you may not even know this. That the first stars that was ever made after the universe was formed, they were actually, I believe, it was maybe 10 times bigger than the current stars in the galaxy. At least
Oh,
10 times
really?
big. Yeah, they were bigger than our own. But they don't. I think there's only a few first generation stars that are still burning, even in the universe. I think it is that there are not many though, but only like maybe a few thousands, maybe. I don't know.
Is it true that some of the stars can like die out or like their life is like over or something like that?
Um, well, if you mean like stars when they are dying,
Yeah.
um, technically yes. Stars. I mean, there are different types of stars. I mean, like our own, yeah, we our own is a G yellow type star. There is red dwarfs, brown dwarfs. There are white dwarfs, which is the last remaining of a dying star. Um, the type of star we have, our own sun, has a lifespan of 12 billion years. But
Hmm.
a red dwarf, which is half half of the size of our own star, has a lifespan of 100 trillion years.
Ooh.
Yeah, but there are those stars that only have. I think they have been named from A to K, I believe. Some stars that have a lifespan only 100 million years. Others can have as 400, 500, 12 billion,
Hmm.
maybe, and then those red dwarfs, 100 trillion. But they're
Oh.
only those stars. Yeah, so it's hard to say for exactly which type of star. But there are many. There are many different stars, different types of stars, but different names and categories known for.
And is
So,
it the star or the suns that does the supernova?
yeah, stars that also depends on which type of star that is. Not every single star will go supernova. Our own sun, it will not go into supernova or even be a black hole because our sun is not even big enough for that. It will only expand to be a red giant. That happens to every single star. That red giant, but afterwards it will shrink to a dwarf dwarf, and that's it.
Oh.
Like, yeah, but some stars can be turned into a black hole. Others just explode, and that what remains is the nebula. The gases are different colors. That is what remains of a supernova explosion.
Hmm.
I mean,
I
we have. I
I
mean, they
suppose the
have
supernova
been.
is kind of dangerous.
I mean, there has been recorded of supernovas, and since I believe I think the earliest known, I think at least around 600 or 300 BC.
Hmm.
But unfortunately, even if you would see a big star, a supernova on the sky right now, that if scientists estimated that supernova happened over like 1,000 light years from us, that means that supernova happened 1,000 years ago. Because
Oh.
that is how much time it takes for light to travel. Let's say the light from our own sun to Earth takes 8 minutes, but the light from Alpha Centauri system that is 4 light years takes 4 years to reach us and 4 years back.
Oh.
And the light speed the since and for another example, Andromeda galaxy, which is our closest, which is 2.5 million light years. That is how it takes 2.5 million years from the light from their galaxy to ours, in a sense, backwards. So it takes time, no matter how much. So, okay, next question for Brony and Kubu. In what?
Actually, it was Gengai and Roy's question.
Yeah,
That's
but
honestly, it's your turn.
your next turn. You're new. It's your turn. In what year did the lander Huygens landed on Saturn's moon Titan? A. 2003, B. 2001, C. 2004, D. 2005.
I'm going to be with 2004.
Okay, 2004. Brony, what do you think?
D.
B, B, and C.
D. D.
And wrong. D. 2005. Well, C. Wrong. D. 2005. Ding, 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 correct. It's
Huh.
actually 2005.
2005. Wow.
Hmm. Yeah, that was actually Huggins is actually was a part of another probe called Cassini. It orbited around the star Saturn for a number of years, and that okay, this probe's name is actually named after an astronomer from the 1600s.
Hmm.
Yeah, I actually remember that when I think it was even the same probe that even discovered lakes on Titan, but not of water, but of liquid methane. Okay, the brothers. How long did the Gemini program lasted? A. 4 years. B. 8 years. C. 5 years. Or D. 7 years.
I'm gonna say 12.
I didn't say 12. 4 years, 8 years, 5 years, or 7 years.
I definitely heard 12. We need to fix our mic. All right. I guess I'll go with B then. Anyway.
B. 8 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go with C.
B. Wrong. C. Ding, 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 correct. It's only for 5 years. Okay, Cooper and Brony. This is a trick question. Is there an area on Pluto named Mordor after the volcano in the Lord of the Rings? Yes or no?
I think yes.
You say yes. Brony, what do you say?
Same.
Ding, 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 correct. It's actually an area on the moon on the planet called Mordor after the volcano. Surprising enough, I think there's even one place that is even named Vader after Darth Vader. Kind of cool. Okay, for the Game Brothers, hard question. How much did the Apollo program cost when it was operational? A. $14.4 billion. B. 8.4 billion. C. 24.4 billion. Or D. 30.4 billion.
Well, I'm gonna go most expensive, so I'll go with D.
D.
I'm gonna go with C again.
Okay. D. Wrong. C. Ding, 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 correct. It's actually 24.4 billion.
What is happening? Anti-gambling policy. Oh my god, what is happening?
Okay. Brownie and Kubo, you're next.
Yep.
How much did how much did the Gemini program cost when it was operational? A. $3.3 billion. B. 6.3 billion. C. 7.3 billion. Or D. 1.3 billion.
I'm tempted to go with C.
You go C. Brownie, you go for
I think it was the most expensive one.
same. C. Wrong. It's actually D. 1.3 billion. The less expensive.
No, there's so much
Wait,
right
why is
below
this
us.
working for Kyle and not for them?
I don't know. Okay, the Gamer Brothers. Question number 19. How much did the Mercury program cost while it was operational? A. $177 million. B. $477 million. C. $277. Or D. $977 million.
Well, most expensive again, so that'd be D. So I'll go with D.
D. Game
I'm
guy.
just gonna go with C again.
D. Wrong. C. Ding ding ding. Correct. $277
What
million.
is your luck? It's the best. There's a reason you want to be on my team. It's because I have stupid luck. Oh my god! What is
Okay.
happening?
Okay. Kuvo and Brony. Which spacecraft photographed the moon's dark side first? A. Luna 3. B. Pioneer 3. C. Sputnik 3. Or D. Luna 2.
Luna 2, the sequel,
Uh,
live action remake.
can you repeat the answers?
Luna 3. Pioneer 3. Sputnik 3. Luna 2.
I'm tempted to go with Luna too.
I just said Luna 2, the sequel, because I thought it was funny.
You say good D. Brownlee, what are you going for?
Same.
D. Wrong. Actually, A. Luna 3.
I thought it was gonna be C.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
that would be weird. Okay. For the brothers, in what year did Russia put the first manned Mars lander on Mars? A. 1973. B. 1975. Or C. 1971. Or D. 1978.
All right, I'm gonna go with C, but not because it's been working out for me, but because I think it actually was C. Like I think it was like pretty like soon until like 1970s. So.
Roy?
The answers again?
1973, 75, 71, or 78. Since you're about to take C,
I guess I'll go with A. I guess.
1978 to 73.
Yeah.
Wrong. C. Ding ding ding. Correct. 1971.
Why are you getting every single thing right with C? It's working out for me.
Okay, for Brony and Hulu, a trick question. Mars moon Phobos is estimated to impact with its own planet within 30 to 50 million years. Yes or no?
I hope no.
You say no? Brony, what do you say?
No.
Wrong. Actually, yes.
What?
Mm-hmm. And
Huh?
first of all, and also can say this: Mars moons, they are not even that big. They're like small asteroids, and it's actually already signs of Phobos because close-up pictures of that moon shows stripes, lines on the surface, and it's moving closely to the moon, to the surface. Which means, well, within the next 30 to 50 million years, Phobos will be impact Mars.
Oh wow.
Our own moon is also moving, but it's moving away from us. It's moving, I think it's about 4 to 5 inches each year away from us. So within the next several million years, the moon might be so far away as maybe halfway through to Mars.
Oh god.
I don't know. I don't know, but
No,
it's
we're gonna
moving
lose
away
the
from us.
moon.
Oro?
Okay, for the brothers, which spacecraft arrived to the planet Jupiter first? A. Voyager 1, B. Ranger 7, C. Pioneer 10, or D. Ranger 9.
But I'm gonna go with. I'm pretty sure it was actually B. Well, it's been working out for me so far. If I may say, I'm gonna go with C. Final. I say B. Kyle says C.
B. Wrong. C. Incorrect. It's Pioneer 10.
You have the most insane luck I've ever seen. I would just like to mention that.
Okay. Brony and
Also,
Kubo, you're next. Brony and Kubo, you're next. Which spacecraft arrived to the planet Neptune first? A. Voyager 1. B. Ranger 8. C. Voyager 2. Or D. Pioneer 10.
I'm gonna go with B.
B. Ranger 8. Brony, what do you say?
B.
B. Wrong. It's actually C. Voyager 2.
What is happening, dude? I don't get it.
Okay. Okay. Question about this one. Let me see first. Okay. Yep. Makes sense. Different question mark. Wait. What was I? Here we go. For the brothers, which spacecraft arrived first to the planet Venus? A. Venera 1, B. Venera 3, C. Venera 6, or D. Venera 14.
I'll say reasonable. I'll say 3.
You said B?
That's a 3.
Yeah,
Wait.
that's B.
Oh.
Venera 3 is B.
Alright.
Game guy, what's your?
I was just gonna go with C again.
Okay.
That's
B.
good.
Okay. C. Wrong. Actually, B.
Thank
Banana-
God. I thought for a second he was gonna keep getting them right. I'm on your team, aren't I? It's just a little ridiculous. He kept getting it right with C.
Okay, Brony and Google. In what year did NASA put the first man?
I have to go train.
All right.
Yep, my team name for you too. Now makes sense.
Well, then Brony will have to play alone against either Game Guy or Roy.
Yes, he has to fight against me and the guy who keeps getting it right with C.
All right. Who's gonna be playing against Brony?
I mean, if he wants to put it, which one do you want, Brony? Me or Kyle? Also know this game guy.
Game guy.
All right. Okay.
Great.
So this actually now is this was actually Brony's question. In what year did NASA put the first man in space? A. 1964, B. 1963, C. 1961, or D. 1965.
I'm gonna go with D.
B or D?
D. D.
D. 1965. Wrong. Actually, C. 1961. Okay, game guy, you're first. Next. When were the first super Earth discovered? A. 1990. B. 1995. C. 1992. Or D. 1998.
Well, this has been working out pretty well for me because I don't actually know the answer. So C.
1992. Ding ding ding. Correct. It was actually C.
I swear to God.
Okay. We have this one here. Ocean Globe, aka Malachite, aka guy with many OCs.
Konnichiwa.
Got a little bit of a problem though. We already have 2 teams.
Well, I mean, since Kova is away for a moment, he can still play as for Brony's team. Well, till Kova's come back. What do you say, though, Malachite? Okay, he's muted. Well, since Brony is the next to the next question, How many light years is the nearest black hole? A. 1200 light years. B. 1500 light years. C. 2000 light years. Or D. 1800 light years.
B.
B. If you did it incorrect, it's actually 1500 light years, which is considerable a long distance. Um, Game guy, you're next. This is a hard question. I mean, a very hard one. How many stars is there in our neighbor galaxy Andromeda? A. 200 billion. B. 1 trillion. C. 350 billion. Or D. 400 billion.
Well, do I want to keep going with my waiting strategy, or do I want to go with the biggest number? But I feel like it wouldn't be that big though. Hmm. I mean, the Andromeda Galaxy is, well, not, it's bigger, but it's not really that bigger than us. So yeah, sure, it's been working out. So let's see if this works. C. I said C.
C. Let's see, 350 billion? Wrong. It's actually B. 1 trillion stars.
Really?
Yep.
Definitely thought there'd be a little less than that.
Yeah, I even didn't know that. Okay, wait. I was had to fix this first. Take a second. Okay. How many light years across is our galaxy, the Milky Way, Bernie? A. 100,000 light years. B. 150,000 light years. C. 200,000 light years. Or D. 190,000 light years. Brownie,
What's the question?
how many light years across is our galaxy, the Milky Way? A. 100,000 light years. B. 150,000 light years. C. 200,000 light years. Or D. 190,000 light years.
C.
You said D or C?
C.
C. 200,000 light years? Wrong. It's actually A. 100,000 light years. Okay, game guy. How many light years across is our neighbor galaxy Andromeda? A. 300,000. B. 260,000. C. 290,000. Or D. 350,000 light years.
Uh, can you repeat A and D again?
A. 300,000. B. 260,000. C. 290,000. Or D. 350,000.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Right, I'll say D. I will say D.
Yes, I heard.
I had to make sure because someone's background always is ridiculous.
Uh-huh.
You said D, right?
Yeah.
350,000? Wrong. Actually, B. 260,000 light years.
Dang.
Okay. Brony. From which nation are Christer Fuglesang from? A. Norway. B. Sweden. C. Germany. D. Denmark.
Germany.
You said C, Germany. Wrong. Actually B, Sweden. And he is also Sweden's only astronaut has been in space. Ooh, this is an interesting question for you, game guy. Which is the biggest nebula? A. Horsehead Nebula. B. Tarantula Nebula. C. Omega Nebula. Or D. Cat's Eye Nebula. And
Oh
this
boy.
actually, all the names are real nebula.
Oh my god. Which one was it? Oh, I know this. I know this. I know this. I know this. Wait. Hang on. All right. So let me just. This requires me to think because I feel like I know this. All right. So let me just make sure I got this right. Horsehead, Omega, Cat Eye, and then what was the last one?
Tarantula. That was
Tarantula,
B.
all right. So let me think about this. The tarantula one would have like legs and stuff, so that would be a part of the nebula. Horse heads, it depends on the horse you're talking about. So, but then again, omega literally means big. Like that's the whole point of omega. Like it's supposed to be big. And then the cat's eye one. Well, I'm gonna rule out cat's eye because it doesn't feel like that'd be the biggest. Horsehead, tarantula, omega. It's a weird three to be left with. I feel like the horse head would also like not be as big as a tarantula. Because if we count like all the parts, then there would be like 8 parts, like be 9. So I'm between omega and the tarantula.
Yeah, but which one will it be though? If you have to answer.
If Roy were able to answer with me, I think he'd go with one, and I go with one, but he can't because this is a one-on-one. Because Malachite's not actually playing, so this is just great.
No, he's not even here anymore.
Oh, Malachite left. I didn't even
Yeah.
notice. I was so focused on the question, I guess.
It's either Horsehead, Tarantula, Omega, or Cat's Eye Nebula.
I'm between Omega and horse and the tarantula. Like I feel like either of those could be the answer, but I don't know which one. Which means
D20.
I was gonna say, which means there's only one thing to do, as much as I hate doing it. All right, I'll say that roll didn't count because it fell off the table. High is you think it's gonna be high or it's gonna be low? Why are you asking me? I'm not on your team. Fair point. Are you taunting me, Mr. Brony? With that yawn in the private jet? Don't you taunt me.
Yeah, but go for it, dude.
Alright, I'm gonna say
You're not getting younger.
alright, high omega or lie is gonna be the thing, whatever it is. Tarantula. I can't actually see what I got. Landed on 11. That's fairly high. All right, so yeah, I guess I'll go with Omega.
Omega, C. Wrongs actually B. Tarantula Nebula.
God damn it! I'd like to mention at least one of those was the answer. So
Yeah.
Brody Dreamer,
Okay,
don't.
I can say this: the only one of those I has seen, which is only on the picture, is the Horsehead Nebula, which is kind of shaped as a horse head. Okay, Brony, you're next. How many nebulas is there out? Is there out there? A 15,000, B 55,000, C 20,000, or D 80,000? Brony, it's your turn.
I think he died. Oh. What do we do?
I don't know. He's probably thinking.
Did you just put you on the private jet?
Oh,
Apparently,
bye.
I out-taunted him. Who knew?
Oh, bye, Brony. Well, that means Roy will have to take the question this time.
What?
Brony
Alright.
left. So, how many nebulas is there? 15,000, 55,000, 20,000, or 80,000?
Well, I guess I'll go with the highest, so 80,000.
80,000, D.
Yeah.
Wrong. Actually, C. 20,000.
You should have gone with C. Oh my god.
Okay, game guy. How long is Neptune's orbit time around the Sun? A. 142 years. B. 165 years. C. 182 years. Or D. 174 years.
Wait. Can you repeat that?
How long is Neptune's orbit time around the Sun? 142 years, 165 years, 182 years, or 174 years?
Oh my god. It's C.
C. 182 years? Wrong. Actually, B. 165 years.
Ah, damn. I thought it was must be remembering wrong.
Oh, Ron is back.
Sorry about that. My Wi-Fi router suddenly go off.
Well, let's say the next is Brony's question now. How long is Uranus' orbit time around the Sun? A. 98 years. B. 102 years. C. 100. C. 84 years. Or D. 78 years.
D.
B. B
D,
or D? D. 78 years. Wrong. Actually, C. 84 years. Ooh. Game guy.
Yeah.
How long is Jupiter's orbit time around the Sun? A. 20 years. B. 18 years. C. 12 years. Or D. 25 years.
25.
D. Final.
Yeah.
Wrong. Actually, C. 12 years.
Damn. I thought I knew my space.
Wow.
Okay, Brownie. How long is the orbit time of the dwarf planet Sedna around the Sun? A. 9,500 years. B. 1,200 years. C. 11,408 years. Or D. 21,000 years.
A.
A. 9,500. Wrong. Actually, C. 11,408 years. That's a way longer than any other planets. Okay,
Wow.
game guy. You have a very hard question this time. How many black holes is there in the universe? A. 20 billion. C. B. 60 billion. C. 100 billion. Or D. Uh, D. 350 billion.
Christ, these a lot. I have a feeling it's not D. I have a feeling it's C. So I'm gonna go C.
C. 100 billion.
Yep.
Ding 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 ding. Correct. Is C.
There we go.
Okay, okay. Listen to this. Uranus orbit time dates back when Kubu was born 1000 BC, cause his ancient history. That's good, my guy. That's good one. That is really good. Jesus. Okay, Brony. In what year did the spacecraft Deep Space One use a new engine called Ion Thruster? A. 1995, B. 1998, or C. 1999, or D. 2000?
2000.
2000? Wrong. It's actually B. 1998. Okay, game guy. Uh, how long is the orbit time of the dwarf planet Makemake around the Sun? Yeah, that's an actual name, Makemake, which is the name of the dwarf planet. Don't blame me on that one. Um, okay, how long is orbit? A 250 years, B 360 years, C 408 years, or D 609 years.
I'm gonna go with B.
D or B?
B.
D 306 years. B correct. Okay, Brownie, you're next. This is a trick question. Is a dwarf planet Haumea oval shape? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, it is. They're correct. Okay, game guy. When were the dwarf planet Makemake discovered? A. 2004, B. 2008, C. 2006, or D. 2005?
Uh, say them again.
When were the dwarf planet Makemake discovered? 2004, 2008, 2006, or 2005?
Pluto became a
No,
dwarf planet.
make
No,
yeah.
I'm
Well,
trying to
no.
remember. I'm trying to remember this. Pluto became a dwarf planet in 2007. So logic would be 2008. So I'm gonna go 2008.
Well, when were the dwarf planet Makemake discovered? Not what was turned into dwarf planet, but when it was discovered, when it was first found. 2008, you say? Wrong. Actually, D.
I
2005.
was going to rethink the question.
Well, too late. And also,
All right, then you
Pluto
just
was
gave me the answer. Then.
yeah, and Pluto wasn't
Oh, that
actually.
doesn't count.
And Pluto, according to it was not turned into dwarf planet 2007. It was 2006. Yeah.
Was it?
Yep. It was.
Yeah, you got that all kinds of wrong.
Okay, Brony. When were the gas giant Uranus rings discovered? A. 1975. B. 1972. Okay. First, I may have to arrange the order of the question because I put the same option twice on this one. Okay. Okay. I have to put the different times. Yeah. There you go.
Heck.
I put the same answer on question number 45 twice. Okay, so when were the gas giant Uranus rings discovered? A. 1974, B. 1972, C. 1975, or D. 1978? And this is Brony's question.
A.
1974? Wrong. Actually, C. 1975. Ooh, this probably was something that Game Guy might know. How many dwarf planets is there in our own solar system? A 8, B 10, C 6, D 5.
All right, let's see if I can remember this. Pluto, Eris, Make, the one near Mars. That's 4. I remember the rest. Hang on, let me see if I can remember. Let's see here. Pluto, Eris, make the one near Mars, which I think is make, so that might be 3. Oh wait, hang on. Ceres, and then there is a 5th one. Yeah, so that'd be 5. All right, I'm going with 5.
5. Final.
Yeah,
Incorrect. It's actually 5.
nice.
Okay, Brony. When did Japan send the first man in space? A. 1982. B. 1996. C. 1995. Or D. 1990.
1990.
Incorrect. That was 1990. Same year I was born. Yikes, that's not fun to
Lucky.
go. Okay, game guy, you're next. How long is the orbit time of the dwarf planet Haumea around the Sun? A. 262 years. B. 298 years. C. 1984 years. Or D. 304 years.
I think I'm gonna go with A.
Final?
Yeah.
Wrong. Actually C. 284 years. Ooh, this is gonna be a hard question for Brownie Dreamer. Okay. In the universe, there is a type of star that is blue. How hot are they? A. 44,540 degrees. B. 34,540 degrees. C. 54,540 degrees. Or D. 24,540 degrees.
D. D.
D. Ain't wrong's actually A. 44,540 degrees.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's kind of hot. I think it's even hotter than our own sun. Okay, game guy. This is a hard question, also. Boy. How many light years is the universe across? A. 52 billion light years. B. 65 billion light years. C. 93 billion light years. Or D. 84 billion light years.
It's C.
Correct. It's 93 billion light years. Surprising enough, it's even that big. Surprising enough, the universe is 13.8 billion. So that is quite surprising. Even I didn't know that. Okay, Brownie. How many people have been to the International Space Station? A. 145. B. 195. C. 244. Or D. 320.
B.
You go with D. 320.
B.
B. 195. Wrong's actually C. 244. And that is considerable. A lot of people since when it said started building a station like in 1998. That's considering a lot of the people. Just to be saying this, not all of them are astronauts. Some of them are actually being tourists. You can actually go to the space station, but you need a lot of money. A lot. Like millions. And it's
I know that.
yeah, that's expensive. I say that much. Okay, game guy. Trick question. Will our sun turn into black hole? Yes or no?
You answered this, so no.
Yeah, so yeah, you still get a point for that one. I should not have mentioned that. Damn it.
I
Okay,
know it would. I know it wouldn't have anyway. So
yeah, game guy. Sorry, Brownie, you're next. How much did it cost the United States to build the first space station, Skylab? A. 1.2 billion. B. 5.2 billion. C. 4.2 billion. Or D. 2.2 billion.
D.
B or D?
D.
D. 2.2 billion. Ding ding ding. Correct.
I think
That's
he said
considerable.
B.
Game guy's turn.
Wait, did you say B or D?
I say D.
B. Oh yeah, that's wrong though. Okay, game guy, you're next. Question 54. How much did it cost to build the International Space Station? A. 95 billion. B. 125, 120 billion. Or C. 150 billion. Or D. $200 billion.
It's D.
D.
Yeah.
Wrong's actually C. 150 billion.
God damn it.
Yeah, but still though, there's a lot of money. That's considering about that. Okay. What's that? Okay, Brownie. When did Russia launch a spacecraft Mars 3? A. 1975. B. 1974. C. 1971. Or D. 1972.
A. A.
A. 1975. Wrong's actually C. 1971. Ooh, game guy. This might be a little bit tricky, but this is not a hard question, but I would have put it as one. But how far has Wonder 2 traveled since it left Earth? A. 14.2 billion miles. B. 18.2 billion miles. Or C. 12.2 billion miles. Or D. 20.2 billion miles.
Uh. C.
C.
Yeah.
12.2 billion miles. Ding ding ding. Correct. That's a lot of miles. I don't know. Considering how that many 12.2 billion miles, I may wonder how many times you had to travel around the world in order to match that amount of miles. Hmm. I mean, how many turns around if you try to fly around the globe from if you started say from Africa and travel so many times is it equal as 12.2 billion miles. I may wonder how many times around the globe you have to fly. That's good question. Okay,
Sugoi.
bro. What?
Sugoi.
Mm. Brony, you're next. The spacecraft Pioneer 10 is heading to the star Aldebaran in the Taurus constellation. When will it arrive? A. 100,000 years. B. 1 million years. C. 2 million years. Or D. 18 million years.
C.
C. 2 million years. Ding ding ding. Correct. It's 2 million years from now. That's a long time to wait.
Wow.
Yeah. But I don't think. But at the same time, I don't think Pioneer 11 actually has this. Pioneer 10. I don't think it's this fuel is even. I think either the spacecraft still has some of this uh, fuel that's left. I know that at least that Voyager 2 has some of its fuel will last up to its early 2030s. That is still about 10 years from now, give or take. And okay, game guy. How far is the star Sirius to Earth? A 10.6 light years. B 14.6 light years. C 8.6 light years. Or D 11.6 light years.
See?
C final.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Incorrect. It's 8.6 light years from Earth.
Sweet.
Okay, Brownie. How many stars is there in the Orion constellation? A 5, B 4, C 3, D 2.
2.
2?
Mm-hmm.
Wrong. Actually, C 3 stars in a line. In fact,
Hmm.
which also known as Orion Belt. Okay, game guy. You'll have a very much a hard question this time. How many planets are estimated to exist in our galaxy? A 50 billion, B 180 billion, C 100 billion, or D 98 billion.
Uh, say the answers again.
A 50 billion, B 180 billion, C 100 billion, or D 98 billion. And this is like estimated how many planets in our own galaxy. This is like they don't
Okay.
know for sure.
I'm gonna say. Let's see here. It seems to be working out pretty well, but I think I'm gonna go with the highest, which is 180. So I'm gonna go with B. B.
B as a B. Wrong's actually C, 100 billion.
Dang.
Yeah, but like I said, they only estimated. It could have even been higher. Could have been as like maybe 200, or maybe as, or it could have only been like 20 billion, or even more. Who knows? It could have even been like, I don't know, maybe 1 trillion planets. That we don't even know. Okay, Brownie, you're next. When did United Kingdom successfully put a satellite in orbit? A. 1960, B. 1968, C. 1963, or D. 1965?
B.
D or B?
B.
D.
I say
Uh,
B.
B. 1968. Wrong. It's actually C. 1963.
Hmm.
Okay, game guy. When did Sweden put the first satellite in orbit? A. 1984, B. 1982, C. 1985, or D. 1986?
I better get this right. Uh, C. I don't actually know.
1985?
Yeah.
Wrong. It's actually D. 1986.
God damn it.
Okay, Brony, your trick question. Is there an exoplanet located 17,000 light years from Earth? Yes or no? Brony.
No.
I mean, you said no. It's actually yes. So you don't get a point for this one. Game guy, you're next.
Hmm?
In what year did the European Space Agency landed the first landing craft on a comet? A. 2011, B. 2017, C. 2014, or D. 2012?
I'm gonna say C.
2014,
Yeah.
final? Ding ding ding, correct. It was 2014. Okay, Brony. When were Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency or JAXA founded? A. 2000, B. 1990, C. 2003, or D. 2005?
D. D.
D. Wait, did you say 2005 or 1990?
D.
B.
I
1990.
say D.
B. 1990. Wrong. It's actually C. 2003. Ooh, I think this is something that maybe Game Guy can question the answer. Okay, when were ice first discovered on the dwarf planet Ceres? A. 2014, B. 2012, C. 2018, or D. 2016?
All right. Well, I'm pretty sure it was B. So I'm gonna go with B.
B.
Yeah.
2012. Wrong. It's actually D. 2016.
Dang.
Okay, Brownie. When were Jupiter's rings discovered? A. 1974, B. 1979, or C. 1975, or D. 1972?
D.
B or D?
D.
B. 1979. Was it 79 or 72?
Hmm. Hmm.
Did you say B?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was actually B. Incorrect.
Oh, B. There it is. I was
Okay,
wondering if you were gonna say it.
okay, game guy. When were Saturn's rings first discovered? A. 1740, B. 1610, C. 1790, or D. 1850?
Say the years again.
When were Saturn's rings first discovered? A. 1740, B. 1610, C. 1790, or D. 1880, 1850?
I feel like 1850 is too long of a wait. And B feels like it's too early, so I'm between A and C. Sounds like Kofu's back.
Yep, he's back.
Yep.
But you have to wait.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's, actually, since now this team is back, well, you can actually help them this time, though.
Hey!
Took long enough.
Yeah,
I
took a long
missed you! Wasn't like I was right. Not like I was right next to you. Right. So I'm gonna go with C.
C.
What were the other answers?
1740, 6010, 7090, or 8050?
Oh, but I guess I'll go with A then.
1740?
Yeah.
You go with A and you go with C. Wrong's actually B. 1610.
Really?
Yep. Same year as the four moons was discovered.
Huh.
Ganymede, Callisto, Io, and Europa.
The full moon
Galileo,
I can believe, but
yeah, Galileo discovered them. All of that and the rings 1610. And I can mention one detail. The rings are actually fading.
really,
hmm They will be completely gone within the next 100 million years or so. According to
God,
the list on
sound
the
beautiful rings.
well,
Aw.
100 yeah, Saturn's rings will be gone within the next 100 million years. So that is a long, long time from us for now. So at least I can say this: if Brony has any future descendants at the time, they might be one of the last generations to see the ring still there. I mean, it's like I said, 100 million years, and that is a long time from now. Okay, Brownie and Kobo, you're next.
All right.
How deep is the ocean of the ice moon Europa? A. 30 miles. B. 80 miles. C. 50 miles. Or D. 100 miles.
I'm going with C.
50 miles? Uh, Brony, what are you going for?
Same.
C. Wrong's actually D. 100 miles.
Dang it, the D betrayed me.
Well, okay, first of all, here's the thing. We don't even know if there's even an ocean under beneath the ice surface on Aruba. And even if there are, we don't even know exactly if 100 miles is the deepest. There's only someone estimated. So, but I do believe that there is ocean there. Ooh, Game Guy and Roy. How thick is the ice surface on the ice moon Europa? A. 15 miles. B. 25 miles. C. 12 miles. Or D. 8 miles.
I'll go with C.
C.
What was the highest?
25.
25. I'll go with 25.
B and C ain't wrongs. Actually, 15 miles. A.
Ah,
Yeah. Considering, okay, considering like, if the surface ice is 15 miles thick and the ocean could have been as deep as 100 miles. Ooh. I should mention that if that Europa has an ocean depth of 100 miles, that's like 10 times even more deeper than one on Earth.
Oof.
Yeah, considering that deep. uh,
That reminds me of the you don't know how deep the ocean is meme.
well, I mean, the deepest on Earth is like 1 kilometer or around, say, 16 miles or something.
No,
And
but you know, it's like the thing where you
yeah.
discover like a lot of monsters and like really deep in the
Well, in that depth, we actually have been sending unmanned submarines to to the bottom of that, and so far there have only been discovered only a few like colorless see-through fishes, uh, black octopus or something like that, and you can't stand there even on the bottom of it just once swimsuit
How about
because
the bottom of the ocean?
well, I mean, on the deepest part on Earth, if you want to be in the Mariner Trench, which is in Indonesia, Indian Ocean, if you were standing on the bottom, I mean, on the actual bottom, only like 15 or 16 miles deep down on the ocean, you will die immediately because the pressure is down there is way higher, which is way stronger than compared to the surface. Okay, if you were diving, if you were going as okay, if you would reach like say 10 feet, you will immediately feel like some pressure against your body. Imagine that, but on the 16 miles deep, you can't stand on the surface. You can be down there in a submarine, but it had to be a very much special designed one that can that can handle that pressure. That okay, that is also the deepest part of our world that we know of. We only explored 5% our own
yeah.
oceans.
It would be lo-
You
it
know,
would sorry, it would
Okay,
be
it is.
big enough to serve home to like a megalodon.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we don't even know much. We only like we know more about the universe than our own oceans. There is a possibility that could be more new mammal species. We discover new animal species in the ocean almost every single day. Like first, the giant squid.
Oh yeah,
Despite giant squid, despite we know about it since the late 1700s,
yeah.
well, no one actually has never been able to. Each time that we found carcasses or remains of a giant squid, which often has been flushed up on the beach,
Yeah.
but
Though,
those
like,
are but those are rotten carcasses. They're like in bad condition. But it was something like in the 2000 or 2010s where a Japanese team managed to capture on a live feed camera on a station on the floor, on the ocean floor, managed to capture a recording of a live giant squid. So they have been
yeah,
recognized as it do exist. And and like you said, Megalodon, the giant shark, supposed to have been extinct for 2.6 million years, can still very much still been around.
oh
But
really?
that is, yeah, it could. It can still much been around. But the thing is, like I said, 5% of the ocean has so far been explored. And we had even, it's possible that that shark could still be in the most deeper part of the ocean that we hadn't even explored yet. So
Maybe, maybe.
is it possible that
Kind
it,
of like in the movie
yeah, man,
the
yeah, but
Meg.
consider for okay, for sure. Consider for one thing. I could give you one example. Um, that there were one fish that has supposed to been extinct for 70 million years. For 70 million years. And in 1938, a group of fishermen captured a strange fish in the nets and had never seen this type of fish before. So they went back to Johannesburg in South Africa, and according to the people at the museum, they had never seen it, and there were no signs of any book or record of this type of fish. They might have discovered a new species,
Hmm.
but the only record they actually had of this fish was fossil records, meaning ancient remains that was 70 million. And the fish hasn't even changed a single thing ever since it is supposed to become extinct.
Hmm.
And the new species, like I said, that fish species was really discovered and has supposed to be extinct for since the dinosaur time. And if that's true, if that one is still much around today, what about them to go to show like say the megalodon could still be around?
Oof.
And even the case this, you can actually find the megalodon teeth somewhere around in the United States.
Oh.
Yeah. But the thing is, the only remains of that shark is the teeth. The rest of the body is gone. The only teeth that remains after when the a megalodon shark dies.
I can only imagine the price someone would get to after finding that.
Well, I
Yeah,
can
but
say this. I can say this: the teeth of a megalodon is someone is actually have been from 6 to almost 8 inches long. That is big.
Yeah.
So they believe that megalodon kind of look like a prehistoric version of the great white shark.
Oh
But
yeah,
we
kind of like in the movie the Meg.
yeah, and also know this. You may have
I
in
watched that.
you okay if you've seen the books about dinosaurs, how they looks like the color. I can make that break that sad bubble view. Most of those pictures of the colors of the dinosaurs may be false.
Huh.
because we don't even know exactly what type of color the dinosaur had.
Yeah.
And another thing is, Velociraptor, which is one of the most deadly, what had its big claw on its feet, turns out it wasn't scale. It actually had feathers.
Yeah, I heard about the theory.
And some even remains of a T Rex also had feathers on its head.
Hmm.
So that's true. Okay, let's go focus on the remaining question. Do show it. Um.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is the next to answer the question? Was it Game Guy or Roar? No, wait. Actually, no. There is Brownie Gray, Brownie and Kubu. That was it. Okay. Number 71. How deep is the ocean of the moon, Ganymede? Ganymede. A. 20 miles. B. 60 miles. C. 40 miles. Or D. 30 miles.
I'm gonna say C.
You go C. Brony, what do you go for?
20 miles.
20 miles. A.
Mm-hmm.
A and C. It wrongs. Actually, B. 60 miles. Yeah.
Ooh.
And I can say this: if this moon would have been placed in the same place as Venus, it would have been actually officially counted as a planet.
Oh, really?
Yep. Because this one is the biggest in the whole system. It's way
Hold on.
bigger. Yeah. Ganymede is actually the biggest moon in the system. It's even bigger than our own moon. I believe it's even bigger than Mars. I think at least. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Next question for the Game Brothers. How thick? How thick is the ice surface on the ice moon Ganymede? A. 42 miles. B. 95 miles. C. 74 miles. Or D. 65 miles.
Um, I'll say C.
74 miles.
I don't know. D.
Final.
Yeah.
D and C. It wrongs. Actually, B. 95 miles. Surprising enough. Okay. Oh, Kubo and Brownie. Hard question this time.
All right. Let's
Okay.
see this.
Jupiter's moon Io has many constant active volcanoes, but how many is active? A. 68, B. 75, C. 150, or D. 98.
75.
You said B, Brony.
Same.
So you're both going to say it with B. Official, final?
Yeah.
And wrongs. Actually, C. 150
God dang it.
volcanoes. Yeah. And I just say this. I call Io the pizza moon because it kind of reminds of pizza. I mean,
Wait, does it?
100. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of pizza because the surface is kind of this red, yellow, orange, like almost like a pizza surface.
Oh.
Very
Yeah.
funny.
I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna be shaped. I was like, wait, there's a planet shaped like a pizza? That would be cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, a planet made of pizza. No thanks. No thanks. I don't even want to live. I don't even live there. I'd rather live on an ice moon. Okay, but still though, 150 active moons, like volcanoes on that moon. Yikes! That is one place that you may not even want to build an outpost or colony on. I mean, yeah, you're saying, oh, I think Io is the second most active place in the system which has the most volcanoes. I can say mention one place. Ring of Fire, which is an area around the Pacific Ocean, which has around 750 to almost 900 active volcanoes.
Oof.
Yeah, considering that is the most active place of the volcanoes compared to Io. Just say. Okay, Gamer Brothers, how deep is the ocean of the moon Enceladus? A. 65 miles. B. 40 miles. 45 miles. Or C. 25 miles. Or D. 85 miles.
C.
You go C.
I'm gonna
Roy.
go with A.
A. Wrong. C. Ding, 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 correct.
Yeah.
It was 25 miles.
What the?
Okay. Brownie and Google. How long did NASA's orbiter Messenger orbit around Mercury? A. 8 years. B. 6 years. C. 4 years. D. 9 years.
I'm gonna go with C, I guess.
C. 4 years. Brownie.
6 years.
6 years. Wrong. 4 years. Ding, ding, ding. Correct. It's after C.
Oh,
This one is a hard question for Game Guy and Roy. Jupiter's moon Callisto may have an underground ocean what scientists estimate its depth. How deep is it? A. 100 miles. B. 124 miles. C. 155 miles. Or D. 180
no.
miles. Oh, Michael, Brony.
Can you say it again? I couldn't hear the answers over his background noise.
Jupiter's moon Callisto may have an underground ocean, which scientists estimate how deep is it. A. 100 miles. B. 124 miles. Or C. 155 miles. Or D. 180 miles.
I'll go with C. Logic says to go with the highest, so I'm gonna go with D.
D. Wrong. C. Ding, 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 correct. It's actually 155 miles deep ocean if it exists.
Sorry about that
Ooh.
one. My finger are naughty.
Yeah. Well, you are back in time because this is your and Google's next question. Which shoot.
what?
Which moon is the biggest in our solar system? A. Ganymede. B. Europa. C. Charon. Or D. Triton. Or Triton.
I think it's Triton.
You said D. Okay.
Yeah.
Bronny, what do you say?
Tridon.
D. Wrong. It's actually A. Ganymede. I did mention that.
Oh.
Oh my god.
What the?
Yeah. Okay, Game Brothers, you're next. How big is Mars moon Deimos? A. 4.6 miles. B. 7.6 miles. C. 8.6 miles. Or D. 2.6 miles.
Say it again. You cut off.
How big is Mars moon Deimos? The Deimos. A. 4.6 miles. B. 7.6 miles. C. 8.6 miles. Or D. 2.6 miles.
Ironically enough, the most is actually C, so I'm gonna go C. Well, it's also Mars, so I'm actually gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with B.
You'd C and B. C ain't wrong. B ding correct. Is 7.6 miles.
Nice.
Okay, cool and Brony. Number 79. How many asteroids is there in the asteroid belt? A. 100,000. B. 800,000. C. 1.9 million. Or D. 14 million.
I'm tempted to go with C.
You could say. Brony, what do you go for?
100,000.
100,000. A, wrong. C, ding, 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 correct. It's 1.9 million. So almost 2 million asteroids. That's surprising.
Can you imagine if all of them fell on us?
That
Mm-hmm.
would be fucking terrifying.
Mm-hmm. I mean, considering, okay, I can say this. If Ceres, the dwarf planet, which is an asteroid, if that even if that impact Earth, yeah, I would say that will definitely will be major, or no, massive extinction level event of humanity. Unless that they so I don't know. I don't even believe if even if people that take shelters in a fallout shelter in the mountains, I don't even think they will even be able to survive. That's impossible.
Yeah.
Because if that happens, because I can say this, Ceres is way bigger than the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. Way
Oh.
bigger. Yeah. I think it's maybe as twice or maybe as 3 times bigger. And oh, I mean, even if the Ceres would impact Earth, I believe the entire planet will completely wiped out of any life. I don't believe nothing would even survive.
And then
Or
there would be
even
another like rise of another species, like
uh
freaking
I mean, it's possible, but in worst case scenario, Earth will be completely destroyed, meaning pieces. I don't know. Anyways, number question 80. Does the dwarf planet Hyomea have moons? Yes or no? That and it's for the brothers.
oh.
No. Yes!
And the right answer is yes. It has 2 moons, actually.
With the way gay guy said yes, it was definitely the right answer.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Um. Well, they did get it right point, actually.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah, they get the right point. And since okay, team no longer alone, 11 points. Team Space Gamers, 23 points.
You haven't been
But
noticing by me changing their name?
yeah, okay. But since the 81 question is a tiebreaker, why not to put it in as well? Which I usually do. How big is Jupiter Moon Io in diameter, like in a circle around its on the like equator surface? A 1,231 miles. B 1,531 miles. C 1,131 miles. Or D 1,831 miles. And this for Ku and Brony.
I'm gonna go with C.
C, man, you're a well C man. Brony, what do you go for?
D.
B,
D.
D 1,841 miles. Okay. D wrong. C ding correct. It's
Yep.
1,141 miles. And that was the final question. That was the final question. And that means Game Guy and Roy wins
Of
again.
course.
Yay!
I
Well,
mean,
Well,
both of
just
them
feel
are
good.
technically spacemen,
um,
so
well, that's because the question is which next topic to be next time. There, so far, MLP Pokemon has not been updated yet, but I could always do that, which wouldn't take that long. So the ones that still has any is Avatar, Gargoyles, Gummy Bears, which is a Disney show, History, the Phantom, the cartoon character, the superhero, which I did mention before, SCP Foundation, Star Wars Canon, and I choose Star Wars Expanded Universe and one Star Trek. So which one will it be?
I like the SAP one.
Well, unfortunately, it's the game guy and Roy that will pick this.
yeah, you don't get to choose, bro.
Sorry.
Can we
Well,
do
what
the
do you guys
second backrooms quiz instead?
Uh,
God.
well, is that even done yet, though?
It's been done.
Oh, right.
It's like 90 questions, I think.
Well,
That sounds right. Yeah.
normally the winning team is the one that actually choose. Well, I may change the rules for once here. I decide I will pick the one this time.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
it's up to you then.
And what would that be?
um, hmm, hmm, hmm. Maybe, nah. Maybe that one? Nah. That one? It's possible. Um, well, Brony actually thought a possible that I could do SCP Foundation.
That was
Really?
gonna actually be my choice if you said no to my thing. So there you go.
Well, I can do that next time. That will be what's the day today? Is 6. Uh, I can do that on
Well, I mean,
the.
technically, the person who wants gets to choose, right? Why can't we choose ours? Well, is it really that fair that I'm the one who made it and we're the one who won?
Yeah,
I guess. I guess when you put it like that.
yeah. So SCP Foundation will be other, I believe, January 21st, which is in about 2 weeks from now. It should be also that means that my StreamYard's free plan will be reset until next Wednesday. So
Also,
the
sorry.
next one will be January 21st.
All right. Also, gay guy, you haven't noticed, but most of your points that you had was again with C.
My God.
Wait, what?
I'd like to mention that we ended up with 23 points.
That's the thing. That's funny again.
I'd also like to mention at first you were named Team Eventually Gonna Be Alone.
Yeah, I know.
And then when you
Arara.
left, I named you Team Now Alone.
And then
Hmm.
team no longer alone.
Yep.
Well, I will work on the next space quest soon. I think I just need to figure out some good ones.
Ugh.
I know that this space history is one of the questions that were supposed to be. Unfortunately, I no longer had that one since Malachi is going to be the host alone in one of my game show streams, so that will happen.
Hmm.
And it's not 80 questions. I believe it's around 100 or 105. I think. I don't know for certain about that one.
So here's the question:
So
when is the second backroom stream gonna happen?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's hard to say, but I can say maybe. Uh,
I mean,
yeah.
we could. Wait, I got an idea. We could do it on Cal's birthday.
Let me see first which day. I mean, I almost have to know first which day that it's on. April 1st is a Saturday, so yeah, that works. That depends if I can.
Hooray!
If I that depends.
Of course,
If-
the backroom
well,
stuff is
first of
gonna be
all,
April 1st.
I mean, okay.
Wait,
First,
what?
well, that depends if I still have free planned hours on that one. There's no 100% guarantee on that right now, though. But it's like 2 months away from it, so yeah. But I think it's possible we can do backrooms from that day. So I will figure out some new questions on space, Malapony, Pokemon. Pokemon won't be that much difficult. I mean, based on the new game has then been released and other things. Well, what do you guys think about this one so far?
It was pretty good. Also, it
Yeah.
taught me
Great.
quite a lot of us about space too. Though I'm surprised I got kind of a lot of the questions right, because I
Uh,
on
yeah. Well, Malachite, you like you said that you still have the space quiz that you and I worked on, which is a space history or space. That one, you actually is going to be the host on that one alone. Because you did actually tell me that you want to be the host on that one alone. So I will be, so I won't be able to, so I will not be contest player that one. Since I worked on the Lola's question myself, even though I don't have the one on my computer anymore, but so I will simply stay away as player and a host on that one. So I will not just be in an audience. But when that also depends when that quiz will happen. I don't know.
hmm,
Since it's Malachite who went to decide from that one, since he is the one who worked on it.
yeah.
But like I said, I will work on a few new quiz soon.
Ooh, maybe someday we could do a multiverse game show stream.
A what now?
A
How would we even
multiverse.
do that?
Well, easy. You pick question about what you know about the multiverse.
About what?
About the
He's saying the
multiverse.
multiverse.
Multiverse. Well, if we mean like based on the movies, maybe. I should say maybe.
I think that Kovu should be your partner for that one.
Maybe. That depends if I will do one.
Yeah, that depends.
Or maybe
Cause
be the host. I don't know.
Since I don't know many movies that is based on the multiverse.
well, I know quite a lot about multiverse. Well, due to some experience in it. Well, not experience in it, but because that would be kind of freaky. But you know,
Yeah, but I still don't know about that though. But I think as Game Guys said,
or
superheroes.
or maybe sorry, or maybe we could do one on lucid dreams if you actually know or enough about that.
Not much.
Hmm. Well, I might help you for this one if you do it.
Yeah, I think maybe not to be an option. That's just I don't. It had to be in quiz that some people that most other players probably heard of, or at least think is sounds reasonable as questions. Like I know that some of you have not even watched any, like say, Star Wars or even Star Trek things, like the brothers are have never done, and still they did beat the game, despite that they win.
Yeah, that was crazy. They won by luck again
Yeah,
that
and it
time.
seems, yeah, I mean, I could possibly even do an avatar, like mean the not the Legend Core and Avatar, which I already done. I combined with a Legend Korra and the last Airbender as one.
Oh,
But
I
I
thought you meant
might
like
do
Avatar.
no. I mean, I might do that type of quest as well from the two Avatar movies on the those two blue aliens. But I'm not so certain about. I need at least 80 questions. But if I can't figure out it's enough, I normally I have 80 questions. But if I couldn't find enough, come up with any much questions to solve, it's possible that could have even been less than 80. Maybe it's 50 or 6. That depends. But right now,
Yeah.
I have a number of quests that already of history one. That is 100 questions.
Oof.
Yeah, and but yeah, SCP Foundation I have about 81. So that one is already done. So Space next is along with Space, Pokemon, and MLP that's gonna be updated. Sheesh. Uh, wait, Malachi, are you saying that Kubo should be the co-host? That one about history?
Nah, I don't know much about history.
Bless you, bless you.
God bless you.
Well, I do know about not my history, but like my country history, but I don't know much about the other countries or other
Well,
countries.
okay. That it also mean I don't think he actually meant about this the history quiz. Maybe he meant about the SAP Foundation. I don't know.
Oh,
But yeah, I will try to figure out the updates and the questions of MLPs, Pokemon, and space. Um, space it won't be much that difficult. I can only use Wikipedia, Google, and some books that I have. Even though some of the info might be outdated, but what the heck, why not? Pokemon that might not even be that difficult. I mean, I always just can use online. um, Star Wars one that I don't need to be in since I already had three quiz already. So, sheesh. Well, yeah. And since this game show wasn't supposed to be tomorrow, but decided to do it today instead, since this is actually the first one of the year. I was originally planning to do one the day before New Year's Eve, but unfortunately, I went sick that day or that week, so I didn't felt any up for it. I was also doing it a game show stream slash overnight, but like I said, I went sick that day that week, so I didn't want to. I didn't feel right for it. So, but the next overnight stream, well, I can't guarantee right now. It might be sometimes in February or maybe in March, but I can't guarantee right now. Though it could be later, it could be earlier. Worst case, maybe in sometimes in summer. What are you, Kubo? A chaos master of the biggest chicken in Canadian history? Malachi's words, not mine.
ugh.
Yeah, he
if
is the
I'm a
biggest
chicken, you're
chicken
a
in Can-
if I'm a chicken, then you're a bastard seed.
Well, okay, that depends on which side of history of Canada you will even go for. Since, I can say this, if you were to go for like from the modern to like the time of Europeans colonized Canada, that is like a few hundred years of history.
Well,
But
you
if you
know,
were
like
going from,
the Iroquois and the Incas and all that.
but that was Canada. But if I were going
Oh,
from, if I would do history that's based from pre-European colony settlers before the Europeans came to Canada, that's might be a little bit more difficult because since the most Native Americans in Canada didn't even have a writing language, they never even did write down the language, their history. Mostly oral traditional, meaning that they spoke about it and they kept their traditions and history by speaking about it to the next generation next. So that's a little bit difficult. But yes, that also means that since a lot of the Native American history could also be based on mythology, like say mythology how they thought how the world was made, and so that is might be a little bit difficult to figure the sense because you had to separate the real fact and compared to those that was stories that been passed down for centuries. Let's say like if people in Indonesia, if they say that Earth was formed 500 years ago and that they believe a supreme God, the one who's made all of this. It's like that. Or if that's, I mean, you see this in the Norse mythology, the first living creature was actually a cow.
What?
Yeah, in the Norse mythology, the first living creature that ever existed before the gods themselves was actually a cow. Yeah, don't blame me on
That
this one because this has been a part of the Norse mythology several hundred or almost up more than 1,000 years.
that seems kind of odd.
Are you serious?
I'm serious
Why
because,
so serious?
and I can say this: the same cow was licking on this this ice
Oh,
block of ice that was which made the three gods Odin and his two brothers appear, and how also the first giant appeared.
mm,
Well, let's say based on this story, how that happened. Odin and his two brothers they killed that giant, and according to some of in this the Norse mythology, four dwarves is holding up the skull of this giant, and that will be the sky. The blood will become the lakes, rivers, oceans, and
oh wow.
the bone, I believe, became the mountains, and the flesh became the ground. At least for that is at least a part of the Norse mythology, like with Thor, Odin, all that.
Yeah.
And I can say every single around the world has their own form of their own version how the world was made. Like say Japanese. I know at least a little partially of on this one is that the Japanese sun goddess Amaterasu, she was so beautiful, and I believe that she sometimes spent time in a cave because when she was out in the world, it was always bright. But there was something that happened that made her to leave. So she entered a cave and refused to leave. When that happened, the world entered in a dark times.
Hmm.
hmm And and the Native American, like in America, I know that the Navajo actually has its different how um, there were this coyote that was grabbing a, this sack that contained stars, and one of those people in the history, was placing the stars one by one on the sky. But the coyote, he became impatient, so he grabbed that and threw it in the sky, in which how the Milky Way and the stars end up on its current position. I mean, at least according to Navajo mythology. And I mean, I'm just saying, every single country in the world has its own how the world was made. The Incas, they believed that their god, they were made from one god that was stepped out of a Lake Titicaca. Yeah, that's his actual name, Titicaca. According to the Inca mythology, the god walked out of that, and he also made the world bright. And he how also the one who created the man.
Hmm.
And according in the Norse mythology, the first humans, was actually made of two different trees. Yeah, they were made of trees, and each
Huh.
single one of the Odin and his two brothers gave them each a single gift, like free mind, free thoughts, life, in order to feel emotions, and that is how that happened. And I mean, I'm not saying that this that in of course there's always other mythologies that's no longer around. Like say
Yeah.
back in the prehistoric times, like say the Sumerians that lived for 5,000 years ago, they believed in a different version of their how the world ended. Like say in the Bible, this when the giant flood supposed to have been wiped out the humans when Noah and his wife and their children survived, but they one each two each of each two one male and female of each single animal around the world, including spiders, leaves, all that. And that is supposed to be how the world became repopulated by the people. And around the world, there has others been other giant great flood that was occurred. Despite like the Incas, um, the Sumerians, and in the great in the Bible, they had one of those giant flood that was supposed to be wipe out the humanity, and none of those has not even been contacted with each other. The Sumerians, they lived around 5,000 years ago, way before even the Bible or anything like that was even the Christianity was even a thing. And there were also, according to the Sumerians mythology, there were supposed to be a man that built this giant ark, exactly the same thing as in Noah, populated with brought every single animal a pair from on the planet on this giant ark with his family, and they waited until the flood was over. The same thing happened thousands of years ago later when Noah and his family, according to the Bible, became the ones that were responsible for repopulating the earth. And the same thing as for many others. And like I said, the Sumerians in the Bible Noah, they were thousands of years apart in history. Despite
Yeah.
that, they could have been inspired. And Incas, the Mayans, the Aztecs. Okay, let's say this: the Incas and the Sumerians. They existed way so many centuries before each other. The Sumerians existed around 5,000 years ago. The Incas, their empire only lasted when it collapsed in early to late 1500s. So that's thousands of years between them. And even despite that, they're two separate continents, separated by a giant ocean, and not just the same. A lot of different cultures around the world have a have this giant flood part of their mythology, how this god or the goddess, the gods, punished humanity became because they have been so bruteful against the nature, all that. It's like the natives in Australia. They can also have they could have a the part of their mythology based on a great flood. They had been living in Australia for 40 to 50,000 years, and then during the time, and during that time, around the same time, let's say, um, the Sumerians' great flood part of the story, they hadn't even been there during the time. The natives, the people in Australia, they had not even been in contact with the outside world until like the 1700s. Before then, the rest of the world was completely unknown to them. So they could have made one story of a great flood that punished humanity. Sumerians had their own version. Christianity had their version with Noah. And the Incas had one version. The who knows, maybe other cultures around the world had a great flood in their mythology. But despite being separated for thousands of years or not even having any contact, some of the cultures could have been fallen centuries before even they had even been the other one existed. Like the Sumerians, they fell. Their culture fell apart centuries, millennia, way before the Incas. And the Australians, original people, they had one of this side story about a great flood. They had never been in contact with the people, the outside world, until like the late 1700s and early 1800s. So before then, they had no contact whatsoever. So based on that, different cultures around the world have a different version of the mythology. Despite being separated from different continents, different time frame they existed, but some of them actually had one thing in common: a giant punishment against humanity, a great disaster, like a
Hmm.
giant flood or a giant fire of all things. Like either before in Norse mythology, Ragnarok. There was when a battle between the giants and the gods, the final battle, which led to many of the great heroes like Odin, Thor, Tyr, and other gods died. But some of the children of those gods did survive. And it's just going to show you that how this world first experienced three extremely cold winters in a row, which led in a Ragnarok when the world burned and sank in the ocean and rise up again with a new sun, a new moon. According to the mythology, in Norse mythology, the sun and the moon was being chased by two wolves constantly. But that happened until Ragnarok, when these two wolves managed to capture and swallow both the moon and the sun. And that actually
Me?
in
Okay.
they were only children in
Well,
according to mythology.
I gotta go eat.
Well, I'm going to end here anyway. So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
well, like I said, everyone, based on the different cultures around the world that has never been in contact with each other for centuries, or even different separate continents, like in the Sumerians in the Bible, there are two almost identical stories with the Noah, but they were several thousands of years before even this even existed. It's just going to show you. Despite this, there are always another culture around the world that could have a very much similar mythology, but a great disaster, if it's a great flood, or if it's a giant fire, or even a great battle that's punished or even almost destroyed the world. Just to go to show you that it's despite some of the mythologies around the world may not even have interaction with each other from the start, but there's often sometimes something is similar in their mythology. I mean, even Norse mythology, we believe that the world was made, that the first gods was made of a cow that was licking out of a block of ice, and that we believe a tree to be a world tree. Other cultures and religions has their own tree form of the world tree. Who knows? Well, this has been a fun game show stream for sure. Despite that, Kubu left for half an hour, which we all get used to. And at least this time, Roy was not his teammate.
Yeah, he
There
would
is
just
for
bring
that.
my again.
Yeah, so, well, this has been Switch Diablo with Game Guy, Roy the Great, Kubo the Idiot, and Brony the Dreamer. See you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya next time and stay chaotic.
Not to mention you did say anything about what he said. And goodbye.